Ashley Terrace has recently been resurfaced and we're getting complaints of failure of the surfacing. And I just wonder, is that an isolated failure, or are we getting any other reports of failures of this surfacing? Do we have any cause for concern of this treatment work?
So the treatment in Ashley Terrace was a surface treatment. So no resurfacing, it's just a treatment over the top of the existing carriageway. And yes, there were failures, and it's not an isolated failure. We're fully aware there's several streets in last year's programme where there are failures. These will be addressed in this financial year at the cost of the contractor.
And just to follow up on that then, is that method of surfacing then going to be completely reviewed if these failures are coming up? Are we now looking at it using a completely different method?
No, not at the moment. The surface treatments are probably the most effective way of stopping deterioration on the carriageway network. It's the only year really we've had this level of failures within it. The contractor has identified the issue. It's a similar issue that other local authorities have had. It was the type of material that was used, which won't be used again in Edinburgh. So we're quite confident that going forward, this will still continue to be the most effective way of stopping deterioration on the network.
To give you a bit of add-on to that is we've had long discussions with the contractor, and the contractor, we think we've bottomed it out, that it was the supply of the stone that we used last year. They've had the same problem across the whole of Scotland. In fact, it's not any benefit to us, but Glasgow have suffered more failures than we have. But they're changing their suppliers for this year. So it is a material problem, not the type of methodology for surfacing we're using.
Okay, so I have issues in my ward. Sorry to get down to the detail. You know, Woodhall Road, there's been particular issues there where it's fell apart, but residents were told that it was going to be fixed by the contractor, I think by now, but it's not happened. Do we have a timeline for the contractor coming back and basically doing properly what they were supposed to do last year?
Yeah, the problem with it, if it's surface dressing, they've only got a certain window where they can undertake surface dressing. That's in the summer months, so they're coming back to do that. I'm not exactly sure the street you're talking about, councillor or convener, what type of surface treatment we use, but they've all got, the surface treatments have got certain period bands that we can actually operate in. So when I say they're going to come back to, they've got to come back in that period of time.
I'm going to give Sean a chance to answer this one as well, since it's my ward. There we go. Is that fair? I mean, do you know anything more about this?
That's absolutely fair, yeah. I mean, we're aware of every street that has the failures on it. We're aware, we've got a list of these schemes. We can certainly circulate once we have dates of when they'll be carried out.
So an uncertainty is the surface going to be patched where it's fell apart, or is it going to be completely redone?
It's dependent on the deterioration of that street. So in some cases, yeah, it will be a full resurfacing, a full surface treatment again. Others, it will just be localised patching.
Okay, thank you.